going to take a look at Zohran, wrecking Fox News, and the real facts on democratic socialism. Let's get into it.
City's already in debt. The governor says no to new taxes. Like Margaret Thatcher said, socialism's great until you run out of everyone else's money, other people's money.
Well, what Andrew Cuomo said is that if he had $959 million, he'd give it to Elon Musk in tax credits, because that's exactly what he did. And I bring that up to you to say that it's often a question of whether you have the willingness to spend that money to benefit working class people, not where that money is in the first place.
When corporations fail, you pay for it. But when they succeed, it's theirs. They socialize their losses and privatize their gains. Why do we allow that?
Consider this. Wealthy people do not stash their billions in safe deposit boxes loaded with $100 bills. They don't do that. And they don't spend it all at the mall. They don't spend like crazy. No, wealthy people invest. It is investment that creates jobs and economic growth.
See, this is the lie they tell you. That all this money flowing towards corporate and moneyed interests is actually for your benefit. The government intervention for corporations is our free market. But government intervention for workers is socialism. And that's the reason for the socialism scaremongering. It's a false choice. To make you believe that this country has but two options: a socialist, authoritarian, hamburgerless Venezuelan nightmare, or accept the status quo, where large corporations benefit from government help, then use some of those profits to lobby the same government for more government help. They want you to believe that in a free market, while your wages stay low, someday the largesse will eventually trickle down. And in the meantime, enjoy watching your tax dollars help billionaires launch themselves into space.
More microliberalisms. When a conservative says they hate socialism, smile sweetly at them and ask, "Oh, so you're against corporate socialism too?" When giant corporations pay a lower effective tax rate than you, use 10,000 times more public resources, and still expect taxpayers to cover their roads, ports, bailouts, and subsidies while the profits go to CEOs instead of workers, just watch the conservative gears grind and say, if you're against socialism, you should also be against corporate socialism too. And in case any MAGA find this video, yes, corporate socialism is a thing. And honestly, the US is a corporate socialist state on top of now being fascist.
I'm sorry, but no, this is a terrible, this is socialism. The U.S. government would become the largest shareholder of Intel. This is actual socialism happening by a Republican administration. There's no national security justification for this. All of you people were freaked out about Mamdani in New York City wanting government-run grocery stores and saying the people need to seize the means of production. That's what Harold Lutnick is doing right now, saying that the government must seize the controlling interest in Intel, the means of production, in order to get government money. You can't just be against socialism when the left does it. If you're not against socialism overall, guess what? You're going to get socialism. So if you support socialism, apparently Donald Trump is your guy.
That's right.
Looking at this from someone who also wants to win elections, I know that this is what Republicans want to talk about, and they're doing a great job of it, and they do it every election cycle. But it is not working. People know their grocery prices are high because of Donald Trump, not because of Zohran Mamdani. They are watching what's going on with the Epstein saga. They're watching what's going on with their health care premiums. And if Trump thinks he can run an election just saying, socialism bad, it's not going to work out.
No, we're just going to run on your party saying socialism good.
Yeah, and that's what you've done before and lost elections on it. It is baked in now that you are going to say that one thing. If you don't also say, I have a plan to fix the things that I promised on day one that I would.
None of your data merits trust.
There you have the
Okay, first of all, you need to understand, you're being lied to. You're being indoctrinated. You've been indoctrinated. Every first world European country, every one of them, has a form of socialism. Even we have a form of socialism. But those big international corporations and the centrist Democrats and the whole Republican Party have been telling you for years, socialism is bad. I want you to understand, a democratic socialist, which is what every European first world country that's still a democracy, that's what they are. They have the same rights we have. They still have the same rights to start a business and have a successful business all on their own. They live the same way we do. Nice homes, nice neighborhoods. The only difference is they live better than we do. Finland, Sweden, the UK, all those places, Canada, because they have universal health care and other social programs that we don't have because we've been indoctrinated to think that it's wrong and horrible, while giving money to people like oil companies and subsidies to these people, these companies, these corporations who don't need help. And I love EVs, but giving money to Elon Musk, I don't agree with. Especially when you're taking away money from poor and middle class because you use that for healthcare. And we need to expand our charging. We had a bill for that. It was passed. Trump is taking it back. But what I really want you to understand is that democratic socialism is a good thing, not a bad thing. It's not the same thing as socialism like Venezuela. Socialism with a dictator is what you would have under Donald Trump. And it would be backwards socialism because he would be giving money and subsidies, once again, to the companies and people who don't need it. The rich, like he's been doing. And his friends. Our money to his friends, like Argentina. And who knows how much of our money he's using with his ballroom and other things he's doing. Oh yeah, by the way, he's not supposed to be taking any money as the president or any elected official in this country, especially in the federal government. Not supposed to be taking money. No kickbacks. No $400 million planes. That should tell you right there, he's not looking out for our best interests. That's why we should have laws. We still have some laws. Let's not be enforced. Where you don't take money for outside money. Because then, you're not looking out for the best interests of the people of this country, which is what your job is supposed to be. You're looking out for your best interests. You can be swayed in your vote. That's why we have those laws. But anyway, the main thing, this is about democratic socialism. Not a bad thing. Every first world European country has this. And they can do everything we can do. They have all the capitalistic structures that we have. But still they have the benefits of the good parts of socialism. Think about that. Think about that. And they're actually doing better than we are. Well, one reason they're doing better because they don't have a moron killing their economy as the president. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching.